Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Kim and I go by Kimberkiss here on YouTube. So welcome back to another pick a card reading. So today's reading is going to be what are your psychic gifts and what is the stuff that you are able to kind of just know intuitively and offer to other people. And you probably already are aware of these gifts, but this is just going to kind of help you to understand if you aren't aware, or if you are aware, it will help reiterate those things that you already know about yourself. I'd like you to take a couple deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And focus on which pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3 that you are most drawn to. And then I will have the timestamps in the description box and also in the comments below. So let's get into it. Pile number 1. So pile number 1, you have clear quartz. And let's see what your gifts are. We have, okay, break the chain. So you are a healer, okay? You are a healer because of your ancestors. And you are here to rewrite the future. Beautiful. So you are definitely a healer. You're a star mother. So you might be a star seed, or you might have a spirit guide of the mother energy, the Mother Mary, goddess energy. And it's saying, how can you mother yourself? So what can you do to bring out these gifts? How can you mother yourself more kindly? And we also have play, so have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. So when it comes to your gifts, whether you're a psychic or whether you are a healer, don't get so serious and in your head about it. Play around with it and see what happens, what comes about from doing these things. Maybe give your spouse a massage and see how he responds, or try a distant healing with a really good friend of yours or a family member that wouldn't think it's too like ooh-ha out there. Just play around with it and celebrate that you have these gifts, because it's really beautiful. This is part of your instinctual knowing, like knowing that you have these gifts. So that's beautiful. And I love this card because it also pertains to astral travel. So you might be able to have out of the body experiences and go into other realms because of this. So your perception here is that you're afraid of rejection. So don't worry about this. I mean, people are going to reject you. People are going to love you, but don't be fearful of rejection in exploring your gifts. Definitely, like I said, bring along a spouse or a friend or a family member and play around with your gifts and see how they benefit people. And don't be afraid of this perception of rejection, because you won't always be rejected. The more that you practice your gifts, the stronger they will get. And then this is that last card I wanted to look up. It's called Impasse, and it looks like he's healing. If you look at this card, he has his hands out like he is healing people. So I'm going to go ahead and read from this one because I've never pulled this card before. And this, what color chakra is this too? This is the orange chakra. So that's your second chakra. Your self-worth, your passion, your guilt. So we'll go ahead and read from this. That's actually your sacral chakra. So emotional self, your motivation, your sociable self, like how the outside world relates to you. It says a message in here, it stood out to me. It says you need to master the skill of steering your emotions as would a ship on the high seas. So this is very important in manifesting. So that's cool. I'm going to go ahead and read this impasse. Okay, so it looks like you have a blockage somewhere. So what you'll want to do is visualize that which you wish to create. See yourself doing the very thing that you feel is currently blocked. Allow yourself to experience this joy this outcome will create for you. When you're ready, open your eyes and write down what you have visualized. Remember that there are many paths to your destination. So it's somewhat of a blockage, but you are a healer. So the more you experience and play around with it, the more and the better that you'll get at it. And if you do that meditation, visualizing the blockage and how to surpass that, you will automatically do so. So that's really beautiful. And clear quartz you might want to work with. It's very, it really does magnify whatever it is that you're doing by like a gajillion. So work with some clear quartz, and if you are experiencing out-of-body experiences, maybe sleep with some if you don't have to work the next day. It does help with astral travel. So very cool. Group number 2, we have the amethyst. Amethyst is related to the crown chakra. So let's see what cards you got. Wow, okay. Ooh, okay. Ooh, yeah. Yes, okay. This is similar to the reading I gave yesterday. This is really interesting. But you are a warrior woman, okay? You are very, very powerful. So it's asking you, if you weren't afraid, what would you do? If you weren't scared of anything, if you were fearless, like the warrior you are, what would you do? Okay? And you are a starseed. This is confirming you're a starseed. So what is it that you do that lights you up? What makes you excited about life? What is your passion? And I feel like you're very, very good at, you're very good at seeing, you're very good at visualizing and visualization. So as she's staring out into the distance, she can kind of see all the dimensions in front of her. So you might be very, very clairvoyant, I believe it is, the one where you can see. So you might be very, very clairvoyant and able to go in and out of these dimensions, especially being a starseed. You have very intense gifts. So that might be something that you might want to dig a little bit deeper and find out more about yourself. And then another card is the ever unfolding rose. So cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. So you might have some things that have happened to you in your life. When we sign a contract before we enter this earth, we do sign up for some traumatic experiences, but these grow you and they also grow your gifts, and you're ever unfolding. So you're always developing your gifts and the crack. I talked to this with a good friend of mine, but the crack is basically when you can see into other realms, other dimensions, just like this starseed is doing. So you're very gifted. You're probably very psychic. You can see things before they happen, or you have premonitions. You might be a tarot reader. You might just keep these gifts to yourself, but it looks like you're unfolding. So you're definitely on a quest to this, because this is your destiny. This is your destiny, okay? And you might have confusion about this. But you need to accept it. Because when you accept these gifts, even if you have confusion about it and you're not 100% sure because you're still unfolding, you're still learning, know that you have these gifts and you'll know what these gifts are. I mean, you're very psychic, you can astral travel as well. You can go in and out of dimensions, and you're very, very psychic in the seeing sense. So you're following a quest, you're learning about yourself, you're definitely a starseed, and when you learn to get over this confusion, the more that you learn about yourself, the more that'll automatically get over this confusion, because you're on a quest to do so. And once you realize your full potential, I mean, we never have a realization of our full potential because it's constantly growing, but once you start to realize these things about yourself, you'll start accepting them as well. So that's really, really beautiful. And it is relating to the crown chakra. So do some meditations to help open up your crown chakra, and that will also help you. Third pile is citrine. Oh my gosh, okay. This is so crazy. And guys, I just pull these cards, I meditate and then pull them. I don't get to see them before I pull them. So this is really, really cool. So you got Pleiades. So you're probably also a starseed. You have a double mission, so you're a channeler and you're here to uplift humanity. So you're also a light worker, and you're probably Palladian. You're probably a Palladian starseed. And this is funny because I was talking to a friend about this, but you have a double mission. So you are a channeler. You're very good at channeling information. If you didn't know that, start trying it. Sit in silence with a notebook and a pen and see what gets written down, because you are a channeler. Just listen to the silence and see what, ask prayer from your higher self to be protected, and ask prayer from your higher self to send the messages that you need to hear at this time, and you will hear them. So sit in silence and do this. And you're also here to uplift humanity, the age of light. So you're definitely a light worker. You've been training for this for lifetimes. So this is something that you've done. This is what you've done for lifetimes when you've reincarnated here before you've ascended. You are ascending and you are here to uplift the planet for sure. You're a light worker. Yeah, Lemuria. So creating heaven on earth, it's happening. You're part of this movement. You're part of this ascension. This is a great time to be put on earth at this time because there's so many star seeds and light workers and just really good people here that were put here to raise the frequency of the planet and to show the way, to guide the way of light. So that's beautiful. Oh, this is interesting because this is like similar to the cards that I pulled yesterday. And I did shuffle these cards, but same thing here. We have the bittersweet and the vanity cards. So you might think that this is bittersweet or you may doubt your gifts. You've been grieving over something too. Okay, you've had grief over something and it's asking you to pray about it, to pray to your higher self, to love yourself. So we also had the vanity card, and sometimes that means that you're not loving yourself enough. So you really need to do that. It's not bittersweet like you think it is. Like, it's not going to be like, oh, I have this gift and then it disappears. No, it's ever evolving. It's ever unfolding, and it's not something that you have to be bittersweet about because even if you feel like, I have moments like this where I feel like my gifts have faded or they're not as intense as they used to be. It just means that you're going to that next level. So don't ever doubt yourself. Pray, do some inner meditation, learn to love yourself more because this will lead to enlightenment. You are on that path to enlightenment. That is beautiful. Yeah, you are definitely ascending and you're definitely here as a light worker to bring about the higher vibration and frequency of the planet. And you're probably also a healer. I'm getting from spirit that you're a healer. And what else am I getting? You're definitely just that light bearer. You're a light worker. You're here to uplift the planet, and you're probably very psychic as well. You might hear things, see things. You're a channeler, so you also channel things. Yeah, so definitely sit with yourself and your energy, do some meditation. There's lots of yellow here and blue. So blue's having to do with the throat chakra, so you'll probably be speaking these things. I don't know if you have a YouTube channel or social media influence, but you will be discussing this knowledge that you've learned from your channelings. And the solar plexus has to do with trauma, grief. Grief is in the heart chakra, but it also can reside in the solar plexus. So definitely pray, and maybe pray to your Pleiadians because you are of this origin, and just work on healing yourself. Definitely say a prayer of protection before you do channelings too. I think that's why this card is here also. But you are on your way to enlightenment. You are on that path, and that's really beautiful. So definitely focus on protecting yourself, which you can ask and call upon the Pleiadians of light, and also say a prayer of protection before you do so. You will be fine. But this is your origins, and you are definitely a light worker, and you're on your way to enlightenment. So that's really, really beautiful. Beautiful, guys. So that concludes our pick a card reading for today. I hope it helped you in some way, shape, or form. I'll be doing more of these readings. If it's something that you're interested in, definitely leave a like. And if one of these piles of cards resonated with you, please leave in the comments below how you felt about it and what your current gifts are, if it did relate to the pick a card pile. Remember, this is a general reading, so some things might relate to people and then some things might not, but most of the things I did get from spirit that these things are innately within you, and we all have gifts that we need to share and to have expressed to the world, especially during this time. So thank you so much, and thank you for doing something for yourself and putting yourself first. It's very important, and I love you guys so much. I am blessing you so much, and I'd like to end this with a healing prayer. So we call upon source and universe and spirit guides and all of the starseed origins of light, and I'm sending you healing of white light right now. Healing of white light in through your crown, down to your third eye, into your throat, down to the heart, down through the solar plexus to the sacral plexus to the root chakra. And then from the root chakra back all the way up to the third eye. Let it rest there for a little bit and do some healing also in the heart to the third eye, and then out through the crown. And let this light keep encircling and healing you and protecting you and guiding you on your path. I love you all so, so much, and I hope you have a really wonderful day. I love you. Take care, and until next time, I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.